There is only one car on the market that sells for less than $20,000 because inflation. Right? Prices are just going up so fast that most people still just can't afford to keep up with things. And now we have only one car, a Mitsubishi Mirage is the only one that you can get for less than $20,000. Just 5 years ago, there were dozens and dozens of new cars that sold for less than $20,000, and today, only one. Now, today's average new car loan has a monthly payment of $750. That's the average, with an interest rate of 9.5%. With used cars, the average rate is 13.7. So if you want to think about this, I always talk about how inflation steals your life. What do I mean by that? Well, I have to spend my life, my time to get money. And so how much of my life, my time, is required to get an asset? So what we can see is that according to Cox Automotive data, it now takes the average American 42 weeks of income to pay off a car. 42 weeks of income. I have to work for 10 months of my life to get the average car. Now, that was only 33 weeks before 2020. So that's almost 10 more weeks of my life is required to get the average car than it was just 3 years ago. 10 more weeks of my life. 10 more weeks of my life. That's 2.5 months that I could spend on vacation. I could spend working on my health. I could start a new business. I could whatever. My life. It's however I want to choose to live that life, but not anymore. Now I have to give that life just to go get the car that I could have gotten before. That's what I'm talking about by stealing your life. Now, bargains, trying to get in under 20,000 has gotten very, very difficult. One mistake that I see people making in the housing market, but also in the car market, in the housing market is that because interest rates have gone up so high, home prices have gotten too expensive. So they have to come back down. People can't afford that. They have to come down. And the answer is no, they don't. People will just buy less house. I wanted a 3-bedroom house. Now I can only buy a 2-bedroom house. I wanted to buy in this school district. Now I got to go buy in this school district. Home prices don't have to come down. People just buy a smaller house. And the same with cars. So instead of getting a brand new car, I just get a used car. Instead of getting a used car with low miles, I get a used car with high miles. That's what happens. People quality of life goes down. The average vehicle listed on used car lots was for $27,000, which is up 30% from pre-pandemic levels. 30% of your life, or your quality of your life in relation to your car, dropped 30% if you think about that. And at the same time, we're seeing delinquency rates for auto loans at the highest level since 2006. Not only can people not afford it, but now we're seeing people lose cars at a faster rate than we saw in the great financial crash. Now, in regards to housing, we're seeing sort of the same thing. While rates have gone higher, a lot of the existing home sales were locked in at very low rates, 2%, 3% rates, and they don't want to sell, and they're not being affected by this. So when you see the headlines, just remember that. When you see the headlines of, home interest rates are approaching 8% now, well, just know that that doesn't affect most people. It doesn't affect existing homes. It only affects new home buyers. But if no one's selling and no one's buying, then it doesn't really affect the price of the real estate.